Welcome to my Dsquare channel. Today I'm going to be talking about an upcoming movie, actually a movie that's coming out tonight, X-Men Dark Phoenix. A movie I originally wasn't going to see, but now that I have a YouTube channel that deals with this sort of thing, for your sake and your sake alone, I am going to go to this movie and try my best to enjoy it. And in order to do that, I am very much lowering my expectations, as I do expect this to be a dumpster fire. And I have read some reviews, non-spoilers of course, and unfortunately from what I understand, my assumptions are pretty close to the mark. But there are 5 things that if they put into this movie would actually make it cool or at least relevant. Number 5. Alright, of course we're going to start off this list with number 5. And the reason why I put it in this position is because I expect this one to get the most groans. And that is to see some sort of cool scene with Wolverine, of course played by Hugh Jackman. That's right. Hugh Jackman and Wolverine is basically what started this whole franchise. Now, I agree with those who may be groaning that we really don't need Wolverine in another X-Men movie. And really when I think of the original X-Men movie that came back in 2000, I can remember coming out of the theater and thinking, boy, that was basically a Wolverine movie. So I completely understand that sentiment. But I would really like to see this because, again, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine started this Fox X-Men universe. And I would love to see him be a part of the end. Now, I don't think this has a big chance of happening. I've heard no rumors whatsoever on this. And I'm pretty sure that, Hugh Jackman had his swan song with Logan. So I don't expect to see this, but I really think it would be a cool send-off. Number 4. Number 4 is admittedly a guilty pleasure, and that would be Colossus. I would love to see Colossus in some way, shape, or form in this movie and done right like he is in the Deadpool movies. Colossus was actually in the original X-Men movies, a brief cameo in the first one, a little bit more of a cameo in the second one, and he had some actual action scenes and some dialogue in the third one. So this isn't without precedent, but I would like to see them pay homage to this great character by at least putting a comic accurate version of him in this movie, and as well it will help bridge the gap between this movie and Deadpool. Number 3. The third item on this list centers around Mystique. Now, if you've seen my other videos, my hatred for this character in these particular movies is well documented. I hate the fact that Jennifer Lawrence phones her performances in, but because she's considered one of the better Hollywood actresses, they take her character, which is a villain in the comic books, and basically make her a hero. And all this is done simply because she's a popular actor who they can't seem, to do it right and to put her as a villain. I personally think that's bullcrap, so I would love to see in this movie some sort of turn happen, some sort of paradigm shift that would actually see Mystique act like the real villainous Mystique. I think that would be a really cool send-off for the character and give that character at least a little bit of legitimacy. Number 2. Number 2 on this list is some sort of cameo or crossover from the MCU. Now, I think that there is little chance of this happening, but it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible for Disney to gone in there and inserted something, whether it be, an Avenger, Spider-Man. They used to have the Spider-Man and the X-Men going on back in the day. So that really would be cool to see some element of the MCU make a cameo in this movie. Now, I understand all of these characters, once they cross over to the MCU, they're going to be recast and redone, and hopefully for the better. So I understand they're not exactly going to link these two universes, but it would be a cool idea to kind of see a character that we know will be more involved with the X-Men in the future. Number one. Number one, last on this list, but certainly not least, is some sort of reality erasing event. That's right. I would love to see something like an MCROM crystal malfunction or some sort of beast time machine that goes awry, something that effectively destroys this universe. That way, we know that once the X-Men pop into the MCU, that this is the new X-Men universe. This is the new X-Men now in the MCU being done right. And we never have to think about this Fox continuity, because this would be a great way to explain why this has all ended, instead of the audience knowing that, well, this all ended because you don't have the rights anymore, so you're wrapping everything up before it goes over to Disney. So some sort of cool reality warping event that completely destroys this universe, that would really be a nice crescendo. I don't want to say a nice send-off, because I don't really think there's a good way to send these crap movies off. But again, it would at least make it relevant, and at least make it in some way, shape, or form a small part of the future of the X-Men, by this being a reality that happened, that it just doesn't no longer exist anymore. Alright, so that is the 5 things that they can put in the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie that would make it cool, or at least somewhat relevant. I haven't seen the movie yet. I plan on going to see it this weekend, and you can be sure that there's going to be a review coming out right on this channel. So, as always, like and subscribe if you've liked the material today. Make sure you hit the notification bell, that way you always know when I upload something or go live, as I often do, particularly with my Let's Play videos. But I also do some Dsquare talks where we go live, and I really, really like to interact with the people on my channel. Thank you very much, and I will see you again very soon. Peace and love.